Click the link in my bio. You've probably scrolled on Instagram before, and whenever you see an account trying to sell something to you or promote something to you, they tell you to click the link in their bio to get whatever it is that they're selling to you. What if I told you that by promoting the link in your bio, you're actually hurting your account, and most importantly, you're decreasing the amount of traffic that you can drive from your account to whatever it is that you're promoting? Now, I'm no expert when it comes to traffic, but in a single month, I was able to drive over 90,000 people of traffic to a single page. So I'd like to say I know a little bit about what I'm talking about, right? And so in this video, I'm going to show you a better way where instead of saying click the link in your bio, you can tell people to do something else. It's going to drive traffic, it's going to help you to grow your account more, and have a ton of other benefits. Now, like I said, whenever you tell people to click the link in your bio or whatever it is, you're wasting a bunch of traffic, which you could potentially get to your site, which could lead to sales, conversions, whatever it is from your faceless page. Now, the rest of this video is going to be quite boring. It's not going to have a bunch of flashy editing or anything. It's just going to be me sitting on my lap. Now, if you have the attention span of a goldfish and you don't want to actually learn anything, click off this video and go watch an Iman Gachi video. However, if you actually want raw value telling you exactly what to do, no flashy edits or anything, then the rest of this video is for you. Drop a like and stick around to the end. So the first reason you shouldn't tell people to click the link in your bio is that Instagram won't push your videos as much. When you're telling people in your videos to, or your posts or whatever it is, click the link in my bio, Instagram literally won't push your videos as much. Now you're like, why is that? Like, does Instagram have some weird restriction around that or anything like that? It's very, very simple. And what you need to essentially do is think about it from Instagram's perspective. What does Instagram want? And reverse engineer like that. So let me explain. You need to understand the point of the Instagram algorithm, right? Which decides which videos get pushed, which videos don't get pushed, and which videos get views, which videos don't, et cetera, right? The Instagram algorithm is all dependent on keeping as many people onto the Instagram algorithm, getting as many people on the algorithm, and keeping them there as long as possible. So the main priority of the algorithm is just to keep people on Instagram as long as possible. Now, why is that? The longer you stay on Instagram, the more ads you see. Every time you watch an ad on Instagram obviously gets paid from that, right? And so from the Instagram algorithm's perspective, what happens when they have a video where you're telling everybody to click the link in your bio? It's not actually because you're telling people to click the link in your bio. It's because people are clicking the link in your bio. So when Instagram sees that a bunch of people watch your video, and then once they watch your video, they went to your profile, they click the link in your bio, and that was the next action step which they took. What does that tell the algorithm? When people watch this video, people leave the platform. And so, like I said, you just have to think about it from Instagram's perspective. They want as many people to stay on the platform as long as possible. And when you tell them to click the link in your bio, you're directly and instantly taking them away from the platform. And so Instagram sees that, they obviously won't push the video as much. So that's the first reason, is that Instagram won't push your videos as much. And you'll see it's very dying off now with people clicking the link in your bio or people saying to do that. And that's one of the main reasons. The second reason is that most people won't actually click it. So you need to understand from the perspective of your follower, your viewer, your consumer, the person who's scrolling through Instagram, right? If you've ever scrolled through Instagram before, you know it's pretty addicting, right? You want to scroll, and every time you scroll, you want to find out what the next video is. You get that small dopamine rush or whatever. People scroll. And so when you tell them in your video, like, hey, click the link in my bio for this, it's very hard to get them to actually do that, and most won't actually do it because they just simply want to keep scrolling. They have short attention spans. Is just how it is. So most people generally won't click it. That's the first reason. The second reason is also because of fatigue. So people just won't click it as much because of the fatigue around it. For literally years, like ever since like online digital marketing or whatever has become a thing, like that whole space in general, clicking the link in your bio was always the default thing to do. That was like the only way really to promote something to someone from one of your social media accounts. And so people have been told this hundreds and hundreds of times from pretty much everybody for the past 10, 5, whatever, however many years. And so it's there's a lot of audience fatigue around it where people just simply won't do it as much. When I say fatigue, think about it like this. Let's say, for example, that you live in a small town in Nebraska and you see a Lamborghini driving down the road. You're like, oh, wow, that's a Lamborghini. Oh, wow, that's insane. You start recording it, et cetera, et cetera. On the other hand, let's say you live in Dubai, right? The next time you see a Lamborghini in Dubai, you're like, whatever, because you've seen 100 of them that day. You've become fatigued to it. So the next time you see that Lamborghini, it's not really a big deal for you. You don't really do anything around it. It's just there, right? It's the same thing, and that's because you're seeing them again and again and again. It's the same thing here. People have been told to click the link in the bio again and again and again and again. There's so much fatigue around it. People don't even really have a reaction to it. They don't really do it unless they really, really, really want the product. And then obviously you're always going to have a small percentage of people who still click the link in your bio, but in general, a lot of people won't click it because of the fatigue and also because they're scrolling and it's like, oh, I don't want to have to go and do all this, right? And so people would just continue to scroll. The third reason that you should not tell people to click the link in the bio, or at least that I don't, is that you only get one opportunity to convert someone. So this is just a random screenshot of someone's link in bio, just for an example. When I say you only get one chance to convert someone, this is what I mean. When you tell them to click the link in your bio, let's say you tell them click the link in your bio and they go to your course where they have to pay $10 to access it or something like that, right? You have one opportunity to convert them. If they buy the course, then they buy the course then. But if they don't, they exit the link in bio, they go back to scrolling, and they forget about your video within 10 seconds. You get one opportunity to convert someone. If you don't convert them there, there's a very, very, very low chance. It's almost impossible that you can actually convert them onto that product unless they find out about your account again or follow or something, which is quite rare. So you only get one opportunity to convert someone on that site, right? It's now or never, because you're not getting their contact information. You're not getting them as a lead, which in business means somebody which you can contact who's interested in buying. There's nothing like that. They just go on the page. If they don't want to buy, they don't, and that's it, right? Now, I'm going to show you in a second a better system which allows you multiple opportunities to convert the same person. And so you still, before I show you the better system, I will say this, right? Still have a link in your bio, right? I'm not saying don't put a link in your bio. Still have it, because it's an incredibly effective tool just to get some people to your site or to your product or whatever it is, right? In general, like with one of my pages, for example, like I've like, let's say for example you get 10,000 people who visit your profile, which isn't really that much. You could easily convert about 10% of those people. About 10% of those people will actually click the link in your bio. So you get 10,000 profile visits of people who go onto your Instagram page and your profile, and you could add those up over a month or whatever. You could get about 10% of those people clicking the link in your bio if you do it well. Most people have like 5 to 6%. I get about 10-ish%. Sometimes it drops a little bit, but it's an easy way, if you're getting a lot of profile visits, to easily drive some traffic. So still have a link in your bio, but don't use that. Don't promote it, right? Just have it there just for people who click on your profile or follow you or just find out about it. Let people find it themselves. Don't go out there and promote it to people, because there's a better way of promoting. There's a better system which you should use to actually promote that traffic and drive that traffic somewhere, right? So for promoting, you want to use something called ManyChat. So like I said, still have the link in the bio for people who want to find it. But when you're promoting in your videos or your posts or whatever it is, use something called ManyChat. Now, if you've never heard of what ManyChat is, by the way, if you have a question about this video, leave a comment below. I try to reply to every single one. Now, what ManyChat is, I'll give you like the simple explanation, like 10-second explanation. ManyChat is essentially a tool which you connect to your Instagram account. It's called a DM automation tool, right? So a DM trigger automation tool. So basically, the basic premise, what you can do is you can set it up so that when people comment on your posts, ManyChat will automatically DM something to them from your account. So you might have seen this before when you're scrolling. It's slowly gaining some traction, and it's getting pretty popular recently, where people will be like, comment X for my free guide, or like, hey, if you want this, just comment this below this video and I'll DM it to you, or something like that. They're using ManyChat to promote that, or to DM or send that information to you. Now, there's a number of benefits which I'll break down on why to use this, right? The first reason is that your videos will be pushed more. Think about it from a simple point of view, right? One of the most important metrics on Instagram for how they push your videos is engagement. They want people engaging with their videos. Now, like I said, number one priority for the algorithm is to keep people there, but also engagement is very important. And you could actually even see this. A lot of people don't even know this, but Instagram has a tool called Instagram Edits app. It's called EDITS, Edits. And it allows you to edit directly on that app and then connected to your Instagram account or whatever. But one of the coolest things it does is it has a lot more advanced metrics on that account. And Instagram shows you in that app called Edits, like it shows you, okay, what are the most important things they're looking for in your video? What are all the statistics they're taking into account to push your video in the algorithm or not, and different stuff like that. Now, one of the most important things is your engagement metrics. So it's like, what is your view to like rate? What is your view to comment rate, view to share rate, view to save rate, stuff like that. Now, one of the most important things is comments. And so with ManyChat, you can get literally just insane amounts of comments. Like one of my posts, for example, I'm not even joking when I say this, it has over 150,000 comments. like literally 150,000 comments. And another one of my posts, for example, has like 90,000 comments. And so, what do you think happens with those posts when you're getting 90,000 comments? Do you think Instagram's going to say, yeah, we shouldn't push this video? No, they're obviously going to push it into the algorithm because people are engaging with it. It's keeping them engaged and active on the platform right then and there, right? And so that video ended up getting like 4.8 million views for me. The other one got like 2.9 million views, I believe it's at now. And so the video obviously did very well because it had an insanely good engagement rate. And so when a bunch of people are commenting on your post, you get a bunch of engagement from that. But then also there's another layer to this engagement which you can get from using ManyChat, where you can actually add those other call to actions. And because people just in general, they don't really understand exactly how like like most people like us who are creating on Instagram and making posts and running accounts, we know how ManyChat works. But for other people who are just consumers, they're like, wow, this guy's actually gonna just DM this to me. Like most people don't really understand. They haven't really caught on to it yet, or like exactly how it works. So what you can do is you can use it to get other forms of engagement. So like what I'll do on a lot of my posts is I'll say like, hey, if you want the guide, then follow me and comment this word. And if you don't follow me, I won't be able to DM it to you. And then boom, you'll see, you'll literally get tens of thousands of followers from like a single video. It can happen sometimes, right? Or you could say, for example, hey, if you want this guide, comment the word X and share this video to one friend, like something simple like that, and you'll see you'll get a bunch of shares. It works like clockwork. It's insane how well it works. And so you can just boost your engagement so well like that in your video, not only from the comments you get, but also by adding another layer of engagement there. The second reason that your videos will be pushed more compared to telling people to click the link in your bio is with this, you're not directly taking people off platform. So like what I'll do, so when it's your link in bio, there's just one step. People just click the link in your bio and they're off the platform, just like that. And so Instagram sees that, they directly correlate that back to the video. On the other hand, with this, with the ManyChat thing, they don't naturally just see that right away. What takes place is people comment on your video, and then once people comment on your video, then the DM gets sent, and then once the DM gets sent, they got to open it, and then even once they open it, you might have a link directly there for it. But what I'll do is I'll be like, the first DM I'll send people from the ManyChat automation sequence stuff is I'll say like, hey, I saw you wanted this guide, can you just confirm that you want it? And then I'll have like a yes button or a no button, so that first DM isn't even taking them off the platform. And so the Instagram algorithm isn't associating my video with people leaving the platform. They're just associating my video with people then going to the DMs, right? You see the difference. When you tell people to click the link in your bio, Instagram associates that your video equals people leaving the platform. With my video, with a ManyChat sequence, Instagram associates my video with people going to the DMs, which is still on Instagram, still on the same platform. And so they don't necessarily think of it as like, oh, this person's leaving the platform or anything like that. And so it won't hold your video back like that. So your video will get pushed more because people aren't directly leaving the platform, and you get an insane amount of engagement by using ManyChat. The second reason that I recommend you using ManyChat is that more people will actually take action. And this is because of something, it's a very, very specific, like niche piece of advice. By the way, drop a like on this video and subscribe. It's a very niche piece of advice, but a lot of people, they're in the mindset that, okay, like this guy's going to give me his guide. He's going to DM it to me. When someone, just think about it like this, right? When someone DMs you, like your friend or your family or anyone DMs you on Instagram, you don't instantly open the message. You might read it a couple hours later. You might read it 5 hours later, maybe 30 minutes later. You might even read it the next day. And so that's naturally how people view DMs and messages on Instagram, right? They don't view it as like, I'm going to automatically reply or automatically open this or check this out. And so it doesn't force people to necessarily take that full action to like check out everything you've got right now, which is what they have to do with the link in the bio. The link in the bio, it's like, oh, if I want to do this, I'm going to have to do it now. I'm going to have to check it out now. This is my only chance to look at it before I continue scrolling. With this, though, it's like, you know what? I'll comment now and I'll check it out later, right? Like, I'm going to comment X on the video. Mark will DM it to me, or whoever it is will DM this to me. And once they've DM'd it to me, well, maybe I'll check it out in a couple hours. I'll have it saved there in my DMs for me to check it out whenever I want to, right? And so more people will actually take action because of that. Like if you have a call to action to comment this word to get the DM or to click the link in your bio, more people will actually comment than they will click the link in the bio, even if it's the same video, same everything else. And a big reason of that is because you don't really have to stop people from staying in that scrolling view, like that same tab where they're just scrolling through reels or whatever. It's like, you know what, I'll just comment this now and then cool, whatever, I'll just check it out later, right? So that's a big one. Most people will actually take more people will actually take action. Now, probably the most important thing above everything else, because at the end of the day, what really matters is sales and conversions on whatever you're promoting or selling or whatever. And the fact of the matter is that you 99% of the time you will convert more people. And I've tested this out so many times, right? You will convert more overall people out of the traffic you're driving. And a big reason of that is simply because you just have so many more options that you can do with the link in the bio compared to something else, right? One of the biggest reasons though is that, like I said, one of the problems with clicking the link in your bio or like promoting it like that is people can only check it out once. With a many chat sequence, what I can do is I can tell people, okay, here, go buy this product, right, or whatever. It's $10, and I have so much more opportunity to explain exactly what I want to say to them and put them through a sequence and all this kind of stuff. So, for example, what I could do is I could say, hey, click right here, go get the product, and then I could see, oh, they didn't buy the product now, and this is all automated, right? This is all in the sequence. I say, hey, did you buy the product or not? They click the button on ManyChat which says no. They automatically get sent a DM which says, hey, look, I saw you didn't buy the product. Maybe it was too much. Here's a discount code. Use code whatever for 30% off. You can click again and go get it. Go get it before the code expires or something like that. I could use like a reminder, and I could do I like you could literally set it so that they get DMs 24 hours after they first clicked, or 2 hours or 20 minutes after they first click, like whatever. There's just so many options that you could do to continuously drive those people to the page again and again and again, and convince them more. You have more opportunity to actually sell them in the DMs. Whereas with the link in the bio, you can't communicate with them. There's no real structure to like what you're taking them through or stuff like that. So you will convert more people if you use ManyChat in general, right? So that's one of the biggest reasons. So like I said, the three main reasons why you shouldn't use the link in the bio is that one. So we'll go back to them real quick. So one, your videos will be so one, Instagram won't push your videos. With ManyChat, you will get your videos pushed more because of more engagement and stuff like that. Two, if you use the link in bio, most people won't actually click it compared to using ManyChat. A lot more people will actually take action on it. And then three, you only get one opportunity to convert someone, whereas with ManyChat, like I just showed you, you get so many opportunities to convert them and different things you can do. Now, there's a very important point here, right? When should you use links and when should you use ManyChat? Because I actually do still use links sometimes, right? Here's when you should use them in different scenarios. When should you use links? Or at least what I do. I'm not like preaching to you, telling you what to do. I'm just telling you kind of what I do, what I've seen has worked for me. First is when you're promoting on a story. I found that links work better when you're promoting on a story, just because you could put them directly there, right to the end of the story. There's not as much of an engagement factor around it. So I prefer using just putting it up on the story. That's just one. I just like doing it like that. You can do it however you want. I may be wrong, I may be right, but whatever. That's when I like using it. I like using links there, and then also just put it in your bio for profile business. Just put it there because there will always be those like super loyal guys who are following you, fans or whatever, and you always have that core audience. They'll still visit your profile. They'll still find it and click the link and all that kind of stuff. But don't have it there for people who want to find it, but don't shout it from the mountaintop. Don't go and promote your link in bio necessarily, right? When should you use ManyChat? When you're promoting from videos or posts, you should use ManyChat, and you can also use it from stories, right? You can use it from stories. I prefer using just a link for the stories, but you can also use it from stories, very similar to videos and posts. Now, there's one very important thing which I think people really overlook when it comes to ManyChat, which is a really cool feature, which is with, let's say, for example, you have an account in the gym niche, right? In the gym niche, there's going to be a lot of different stuff maybe that you want to promote. Maybe you want to promote your 6-day six-pack guide on how to get a six-pack in 6 days, right? Which is totally unrealistic or whatever, but maybe that's what you're promoting. Maybe you also have like an affiliate link for some protein powder, which you're trying to promote. Maybe you also have a guide on how to do cardio effectively that you're trying to promote. You have all this different stuff, right? Well, you'll see a lot of the time with people's link in bios, what they'll have is they'll have like all these different options. You do like a link tree where it has like 9 different links on your link in bio thing when they open it. And that just overwhelms people with too many options. They end up actually clicking none. Maybe they click the one which you don't actually want. Your traffic gets split across all these different things, and you can't really be direct about what you're trying to drive traffic to. The cool thing about ManyChat is for each new video or for each new thing you're trying to like promote or whatever, you can set up individual and different funnels or sequences or whatever, or messages for those different ones. So for example, maybe you have like a ManyChat sequence, which every video where you talk about your 6-day six-pack guide, you use this sequence or funnel. Maybe every video where you talk about that protein powder that they should get, maybe use this funnel right here, right? So you can set up different ones like that, which work best for each individual one. So highly recommend checking out ManyChat. I'm not going to promote some link in the bio for you where you can use my affiliate code. I'm not going to do that. But you can just search up manychat.com. I think it's free even to start, and then they have a pro plan too, which is, I recommend the pro plan. But yeah, go check out ManyChat. Recommend using it in your account. If you have any questions, drop a video below this. By the way, the next video probably the next video I'm going to drop on this page is going to be a full guide going into ManyChat, and I probably might drop it tomorrow or the next couple of days. So if you don't want to miss that, subscribe and make sure you turn on notifications. That way you get notified exactly when I drop it. So hope you found this video useful and valuable, and I'll see you later.